KyoAni has been around for anime fans for a very long time now with some unforgettable anime titles. Today, let's take a look at the romance born from their beautiful animation, starting off with some that may have fallen a bit short. Number 10.
届ももう書いてるんだし。
そうなんですか？いや、それはだな。はい。
Falling short in solving the mystery of love, let's start with Hyouka. Whoa, hold your horses now. This was and still is an amazing anime that I'd recommend to anyone. But we're here for the heart-pumping romance, and this was simply never fully realized. And that isn't even KyoAni's fault. There just wasn't enough content at the time.
なぜ閉じ込められたんでしょう。もし閉じ込められたのでなければ、どうしてこの教室に入ることができたんでしょう。仮に何かの間違いだと言うなら、誰のどういう間違いでしょうか。ぜひ、オレキさんも考えてください。
Sad to see too, since even the secondary characters had an interesting ship going on. Content aside though, the chemistry between Hotaru and Eru is as sweet and innocent as any other top anime pairing. While it comes up short compared to the rest of this list, that just goes to show how many romantic powerhouses KyoAni has underneath her belt.
オレキさんは特別ですよ。私にとって。福部さんもまゆかさんも特別です。私が関わった方は私にとって皆さん特別です。
Number 9.
炎を吐き、空を飛び、時には魔法も使うという想像上の存在。
Breathing some fire into the list, we have Kobayashi's Dragon Maid. Okay, so this is similar to our previous entry. Kobayashi and Toru don't exactly say their vows underneath church bells and doves, but they have enough chemistry to pass as a long-married couple. They even got a little Kana as their OG Anya stand-in. There's some peak culture here with comedy, ecchi, and most importantly, a slice of life pace that's been sorely missing in modern anime. If you ever wanted to know what it's like to live as a Japanese office worker with a family, well, it's best to look elsewhere because there are literal dragons here. But if some fire breathing doesn't scare you away, then this right here is as comfy as romance can get pre-marriage. Always remember to love thy dragons.
殺して晒してジャッカルの餌だ。小林さん。
トール。メイドがそんな口調を使うな。
酔ってる？
Number 8.
私の名前。
そろそろ行こうか。
名前。
行くぞ、ナイキ。
Wake up, samurai. It's time to cry like it's 2006. Next up is Kanon. Why is this so low on this list, you may ask? Well, it mostly has to do with my tears not even having dried out from my binge of CLANNAD at the time. Nevertheless, this is an amazing anime which has all the P's and Q's of a key anime. Unexplained existence of a girl who isn't supposed to be here and a dude who happens to be able to put everything together. Now, as I said, this is a completely subjective list, so please don't kill me. And because it does share many qualities with CLANNAD, it just doesn't leave a strong impression on me after going through After Story. I guess you can throw me off a tree for putting this behind an anime about a high school band club. Speaking of...
それじゃあまた会おうね。約束だよ。どうしたの？
いや、なんでもない。
それじゃあね。
Number 7.
音楽はいつだって世界中の人々の心に訴えることができる強力な言語の一つだって信じてるので。へえ、信号なかなか変わらないね。
Blowing the word romance out of proportion, we have Hibike Euphonium. You guys aren't gonna throw me off a tree for putting this on top of Kanon, right? Right? Okay. It's with sad regret I bring this here today to tell you there is no Yuri in this one. And if you know the series at all, it's just an absolute shame as Kumiko and Reina are 100% perfect for each other. With that being said, it's hard to justify why this is so high on the list considering this dude can't even bag any on-screen action.
何をよ
誠一か。
あれおい幼馴染に挨拶なしですか
I mean, he literally throws away a perfectly fine girl. That should be me, not him. But the series itself is just so well made. It perfectly encapsulates the romance and passion of school life that, well, I just like cute girls being so passionate, really. And you have to watch it too if you haven't already.
本気で全国行けると思ってたの？あんたは悔しくないわけ？私は悔しい。めちゃくちゃ悔しい。
Number 6. Cutting a bloody path to this list, let's get into Beyond the Boundary. Easily the most solid action romance anime KyoAni has to offer right now. Mirai and Akihiro are easily an A-tier couple that's forever cemented the power of glasses to men and women everywhere.
頼むよ
あなた、一体何者ですか？
それは僕のセリフだよこうして僕と栗山未来は出会った
Keep in mind, there really is a whole lot of action in the series itself, which is why you cannot miss the movies if you want the full romance experience. There are just so many questions to be asked and too little screen time for one bunny girl mommy to answer them all.
とにかく私が異界師で先輩がヨウムである以上、この行為に問題はないはずです。では。
Going through all these anime over the years, I'm reminded of just how brilliant KyoAni has been in the history of modern anime. While times may change, I'll always be grateful for all the beautiful memories KyoAni has provided. If you feel the same way about us, consider leaving a super thanks on this video. It would truly mean the world to us. As always though, comment down below to join the discussion, like and share this video to show your support, and subscribe if you want to see more. Number 5.
見つけたぞ運命の娘時間がない俺様に力を貸せ
これ
Crossing the boundaries of heaven, let's take a look at MUNTO. A true oldie but goldie entry, this one is quite a complicated ride with its old style and storytelling. Nevertheless, it centers on one of the most reliable romantic tropes to carry it through. A strong bad boy with spiky hair, and an innocent heroine suddenly thrust into a story that's larger than life. It is a beautiful ride though, and you can see KyoAni's magic even this early on in anime history.
雨やんじゃった。
Naturally, its old DNA does shine through with it lacking a satisfying enough romantic plot. I guess it can't be helped with all the action and magic stuff going on. It does have enough to get your cheeks flushed though, and it's an underrated gem I think not enough even know about. MUNTO is KyoAni's first original animation, and I think for that reason alone, it deserves its place in our prestigious list of KyoAni Romance.
お前が見た通りの子ですよ。運命の娘はあらゆる可能性を秘めた普通の子供。お前と同じあるがままの子供。
Number 4.
やだ
Singing a love song up next, we have the Tamako series. Don't get me wrong, I actually love the main series contrary to many others' opinions. That being said, it was far from a romance watch and closer to a magical bird story. Mochizu really just has it rough. Though I can't say it was totally void of romantic moments, just not between our main couple that we actually wanna see.
一番美味しいんだ。はい。 どう？鳥さん！
This series as a whole is a testament to how such a mundane cast and story can be animated with so much life that it brings a tear to my eye remembering the glory days of slice of life. Anyway, definitely watch the series to get to the movie. It is truly one of the cutest romantic payoffs I've ever had in the pleasure of seeing.
危なくってタマコんとこに置いとけないから俺が
窓を開けろ。
あ
さらば青年よ。
ちょっと待てこら
Number 3.
あのさ、俺と西宮友達になれるかな。
Starting a fight as we enter top 3, next up is a silent voice. You know it's a serious flick when we start with our guy literally about to end it all. I feel you, man. If you're alright with that though, this is an immensely complex story about the cycle of sin and the difficulty of truly being able to move on. Centering on Shoya, who used to be a bully, he now lives his life feeling the full consequences of his past and is weighed down by immense guilt. The story really begins though as he reconnects with the very girl he used to bully, the deaf girl Shoko. And yes, it isn't as simple as an I'm sorry.
西宮さん、ごめんなさい。昔のことちゃんと謝ってなかったから。
To be honest, this isn't exactly the penultimate romance flick. It's much more drama than that, but there is love in the heart of it all. An absolute must-watch film for any anime fan looking for some feels.
どうかもう一振り、俺に力をください。もう嫌なことから逃げたりしません。明日から。
Number 2.
よろしければあなたをお連れしましょうか。この町の願いが叶う場所に。
Nibbling on some sweet bean bread, we have CLANNAD. If you're somehow unfamiliar with this epic romance story, I can't recommend it enough as it's an absolute classic that you'll find difficult to ever forget. And yes, the 24-episode main series is a must-watch before you dip into after story.
俺 D 組の岡崎智也。
私 B 組の古川渚です。
よろしくな。
はい、よろしくです。岡崎智也さん。
はい、岡崎。
The main couple do just barely get together in CLANNAD, but it's in the after story where you really get to witness the beauty and the tragedy of what being together with the love of your life is all about. It's in many top romance anime lists for a reason, and to this day it's one of the few anime I can go back to and cry just like it's my first time watching.
妹いじめるとはいい度胸じゃない。このスカタンが。
ちょっと話をしてただけだろうが。
そうだよお姉ちゃん、いじめられてないよ。ならいいけどね。
Number 1.
魔導石は強い願いによって熱を発する。つまり、ダメ。
Banishing on this world, our final and best entries love Chunibyo and Other Delusions. Was there any doubt? Well, maybe for you, but this is my list, damn it. The cringe, the fluff, and the sealing of the deal, it's a series showcasing the innocence and devotion that lies in a relationship, while also keeping decent vibes that aren't too soul-shattering. Don't get me wrong, I don't mind the emotional demolitions from our last 2 entries, but come on, man. This is just too sweet and epic to pass on.
バイさん、レンカ
Yuta and Rika are a legendary couple for a reason. And for me and many others who've seen this show, I'm sure this is a romance that's planted a very hopeful and kind gaze on what love can truly be like in real life. Also, plus points for being a romance anime that's actually complete.
これが不可視境界線だ。あの光がお前を見ている。伝えるがいい。お前の思いを。
And that's all we have for today's episode. What KyoAni anime did you wish was on this list? Should I be thrown off a tree for this list? Let us know in the comments down below. And as always, like, subscribe, and share this video if you want to see more. Thanks so much for watching. And please, don't let this list ruin your view of me. I'll see you next time, right? Promise me I'll see you next time. Promise me. Wait, the video's gonna end. It's gonna...